Nervous.
Don't be. Um, if you need a pause, you want to restart something, you want to take a minute to think, that's totally fine. Feel free to take some time. I'll ask you a couple of questions, and whenever you answer, try and restate the question in your answer, because my questions won't be on the video.
Okay.
So that way there's context to your answer. I'll ask you a couple of questions about Pro Pharma Group as a whole, and then about the consulting service, and about your role within the consulting department.
Okay.
So, pretty easy stuff you know.
Okay.
He has to clap that in front of your face.
Tim Jost. Thank you.
All right. Tell us your name, how long you've been at Pro Pharma Group, and your role within the company.
So my name is Tim Jost. I've been with Pro Pharma Group since August of 2012, so coming up on my 5-year anniversary. And I am a senior project manager in the Central Region, and that means I manage a lot of the projects that we have here in the Midwest.
Can you describe the culture at Pro Pharma Group?
Oh boy. I would describe the culture at Pro Pharma Group as very professional, yet fun. Management here encourages a lot of fun, but at the same time, they expect us to work very hard, which we do. I'm very impressed with the professionalism and the skills that all of the people at Pro Pharma Group apply to their jobs.
Can I just fix the wire?
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
No, it should be fine. Thank you.
You don't want a black stripe on your shirt.
You good?
What's your favorite part of your job?
The favorite part of my job is getting out and meeting with our clients. It's one of the things I really enjoy about doing consulting work. Clients come to us because they need help, so I like getting out, meeting those people, and actually helping with their problems and feeling like we've done a good job for them when we go away.
So what is a typical day like for you?
A typical day for me it varies quite a bit. I may be in the office, I'm writing proposals. I may be out visiting with clients and then coming back to write proposals. If I'm on the road, a typical day for me is going to the client site, meeting with the client, doing some hands-on execution work, meeting with my team, and just making sure that everything is running smoothly.
How does Pro Pharma Group, or even you specifically, your team, how do we act as an extension of the client when we're on site?
So Pro Pharma Group works as an extension of the client by really understanding the client's problems and needs, and just working hand in hand with the client to resolve those issues. We get a lot of clients that come to us with problems with the regulatory agencies. We're very familiar with those. We have a lot of people who have worked with the FDA and other agencies in the past, so we're able to dig in and help the client and really be on the same page with them and helping implement those solutions.
You're doing great. What sets Pro Pharma Group apart from some of the other consulting companies that are out there?
The thing that sets Pro Pharma Group from other consulting companies, in my opinion, is the professionalism and the skills. I've worked, before I came to Pro Pharma Group, I was with another consulting company, and I worked on a project alongside of Pro Pharma Group. Very impressed with the amount of skills that Pro Pharma Group was able to bring to bear on the project. Not only that, the amount of time that Pro Pharma spends keeping their people trained and up to speed on industry regulations. When I was on that project, Pro Pharma staff on that job had a weekly meeting to do some kind of a training, whether it was a lunch and learn, it was reviewing an SOP, but Pro Pharma Group does a lot to keep their people up to speed and really brings a lot of skills to the client.
You've been here almost 5 years, like you mentioned. Do you have a favorite story that either you've experienced or that you've heard about how we've been able to help our clients, maybe a time when we just really knocked it out of the park?
Oh, boy.
I know you probably have too many.
That's a tough one.
You can come back to it if you want to think about it.
Yeah, I might have to think about that.
Okay,
It seems
that's
like we
fine.
deal with more problems than.
Let's not get that on tape.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Can you explain the partnership and support that we offer to our clients, how we work with them, maybe if they are experiencing a problem, how we go in and work with them on that?
So the way that we, really work with our clients and try and partner with them is by first understanding the problems that they're faced with. We have a lot of full-time employees as well as contract employees to pull from, so we put a lot of time and effort into understanding client problems and matching up the right resources to be able to solve those problems for the client.
Joshua, do you have any questions?
Yeah, so you mentioned a lot of problems exist with our clients, and we're kind of there to support them. We're kind of there to help them. And what's it like always being in crisis mode on some level? And you'll talk to her.
It can be a challenge to always be in crisis mode. It's a lot of stress. And we do frequently go on client sites where it is, they're under a lot of FDA scrutiny, and it's, from sun up to sundown, it's nonstop stress being at the site. We do sometimes sit in FDA audits, and you sit in with the FDA all day, and when they're gone, then you have to do your regular job, and you have to implement the things that need to be done to satisfy the FDA. So it takes the right personality to be able to handle that stress all day long. And I think based on the success rate, ProPharma has a lot of people that are able to deal with that.
What is it like being able to kind of build a long-term relationship with a client? Maybe, do you have a client that you've been able to work with over a long period of time? You could draw from?
We have a lot of clients that we have long-term relationships with. And over time, those tend to become very, very friendly. The clients that we have relationships with, they trust us. They know that we're there to do a good job for them. We're not there to gouge them. And that's where we really form the partnerships. A large part of the business at ProPharma Group is repeat business, which I really think says a lot to the quality of work that we provide for our clients.
Do you have anything else?
Yeah, so when we look at compliance consulting, we've got CQA, and we've got PLM, and we've got all these subsets of services. Can you talk about what the goal or the purpose or the why behind the entire consulting group? Like, why do you exist? Why does this whole conglomerate exist?
So the reason the consulting group exists and the different groups within the consulting group is to provide the services the clients need. A lot of our clients are small companies. They just don't have the manpower to handle the issues that arise. So whether it's what we call CQA, our quality consultants, whether it's CQV, commissioning, qualification, we take the right people into a client site to be able to provide that resource. So the whole reason that it's broken down the way it is so that we can target solving the specific problems the client has.
Do you want to go back to the favorite story?
Not really.
If you don't have one, that's fine. I just thought maybe between you or hearing stories from Greg or Kyle or someone, you might have a good example.
I don't have a
that's
great
fine.
story. I'm not a good storyteller.
That's okay. I think you did a really good job. Do you have any more questions? This is good stuff. We haven't been able to get a lot about consulting stuff yet, so this is good.
Okay.
Do you have anything to add?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, I had some things in my head, and I think those have all come out in parts in my answers. So I don't know if they were too general or broad, if you want anything more specific.
No, I think you did a good job.
Okay, awesome.
You good?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank
Cool.
you, Tim. Let
Yeah.
me plug your mic before you walk off.
Yes, that